Plymouth property market. Coastal city investment opportunities. So, what's the deal with Plymouth? Why is everyone suddenly talking about this coastal city as the place to watch in 2025? Let me tell you. I was down there last November checking out a probate instruction in Stoke. Quiet street, semi-detached with sea views. Yes, sea views. And the family just wanted a quick sale. I thought, why aren't more investors all over this place? The potential's insane. Now, if you've been watching the Southwest, you'll know something's brewing. Post-pandemic migration trends have shifted the map. People aren't just chasing city jobs anymore. They're after lifestyle, fresh air, coastal walks, and still a decent Wi-Fi signal. Plymouth ticks all those boxes. Brighton or Bournemouth? Let's break it down. Average prices in Plymouth are still hovering around $220K to $270K, depending on the area. While rental yields can push 5 to 6% if you buy smart. Compare that to parts of London scraping 3%. I'm getting at? Millbay is a name you'll want to remember. There's been regeneration work around the marina. Luxury flats coming up, and it's slowly getting that modern waterfront vibe. I showed a London investor around a new build there last summer. 2-bed flat, balcony, sea breeze, walking distance to the Hoe. He exchanged in 10 days. Not even kidding. Now don't sleep on Mutley and Lipson either. Bit rough around the edges? Maybe. But student lets are thriving there. You've got the University of Plymouth pulling in thousands every year. One landlord I met, bit of a character, converted a tired 4-bed into a 6-bed HMO. Took him 3 months and a mountain of paperwork, but now it's pulling £2,700 a month. And here's a cheeky insight. The naval base is a silent economic engine. With Babcock's Devonport dockyard expanding, there's steady demand from contractors and MOD personnel. I recently helped place a couple relocating from Portsmouth, both engineers, both earning solid salaries, and they snapped up a 3-bed terrace in Kiam without blinking. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Pardon the pun. The leasehold issues on some of the older flats? Nightmare. I had one fall through in Sutton Harbor last year because the management company hadn't filed accounts. Buyer ran. Totally understandable. Always check that before you get emotionally attached to a bargain. But the real kicker? People still underestimate Plymouth. Maybe because it's not on the typical hotspot lists yet. That's where savvy agents and smart investors make their move. Honestly, if someone had told me 5 years ago that I'd be recommending Plymouth to my portfolio clients, I'd have raised an eyebrow. But here we are. It's a sleeping giant on the edge of the English Channel. So, want a tip? Watch for Victorian terraces in Peveril coming to market. They're like gold dust. And when they do come up, be ready to pounce and maybe bring biscuits for the vendor.